10:30 here at WILK. We are talking Pittston area boys basketball. They won the opening round here in the state playoffs in 5A. Great to see that. And we have some more local teams playing today. Holy Redeemer boys will be at Wilkes. That's a 1 o'clock start. And then the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. They play at 4 at Wilkes today. So a couple local games. There's some more, but there's just 2 of them. And we get back over to our coach, Allison Menza, this morning. And, Coach, you're going to take us through the guys now. So tell us a little bit about Logan Booth. I know you told us a little bit in the opening talk that we had, but tell us a little more about what Logan brings as a senior.
Logan just brings great energy to the court, John. I mean, the things he does with the ball when he's in 15 feet away from the basket, and that's where we like to try to set him up, where he takes that one explosive dribble and gets to the rim. And he's done it all year for us, very consistent. And, what I think gets lost sometimes is when he's scoring, it's the job he's doing defensively and the effort he's putting forth. There's a loose ball on the floor. There's Logan Booth diving headfirst for the basketball. Brings energy, a ton of energy to the court, and a guy who, just like all these guys around me, is so unselfish. These guys are very close friends, and I think you'll find that Logan's a guy that is willing to do anything he can to help this basketball team win.
All right, let's welcome in Logan Booth here on the John Mendola Show. Logan, let's talk about the win last night for you and the guys. Being down early, what were you guys, your mentality there, just trying to scrap back?
We were just trying to keep our head in it, and when it started, and it was rough at first, but we got back into it.
Always nice to see a guy who doesn't score a 3. You're grinding on the 2, so talk a little bit about your game. As Coach said, 15 feet in, you're just trying to make some plays.
Yeah, I started shooting early, and I wasn't making them, so I started going to the basket a little bit more, and I got my game going a little bit, and then I started hitting more shots from mid-range.
Talk about the resiliency of this group. The coach had gone through. We've talked about some of these games. So you beat Dallas, or you go down to this team, you lose to this team, but then you guys fight back. And at the end, you're one of the only teams standing in District 2. So talk a little bit about what this group has.
We just all have heart. Like I've known these kids for my whole life, and I've been playing with them since 3rd grade, and we've always been that team that's scrappy and very aggressive.
As far as your future endeavors, it's your senior year. What do you have coming up in the future for yourself? What kind of line are you going to take?
I'm going to go to college at Bloomsburg University.
All right. Well, congratulations. Do you have an area study that you're thinking of heading in?
I'm undecided right now.
All right. Well, we wish you the best there. How about family support? Who's rooting you on, Logan?
My parents. They're a big part. They do everything for me. My grandma and all my other family.
Always good to
do everything.
Always good to hear about Grandma and checking it out, and of course a lot of pride in Pittston today with the parade. Logan, congratulations on the win last night. All right.
Yep, thank you very much.
You got it. Logan Booth there of Pittston area. He is a senior headed to Bloomsburg University. Let's get back over to Coach Semenza. Coach Andrew Krawczyk is a heck of a player, a great athlete. Talk a little bit about his muscle, his athletic ability out there on the court.
I think you said it right there. He's a great athlete, John. What he's done on the football field, everybody's aware of. He's a heck of a baseball player. Prior to taking the job, I saw him play some baseball for Pittston area. I was very impressed. And the thing I like about him best is his whole role on this basketball team changed from last year. I asked him to do things that he wasn't real comfortable with at the beginning of the year, just like I've asked these other post guys. I told these guys when this all started, there's four post guys who are going to play a different role, Andrew being one of them. And just so proud to see him be the guy catch the basketball last night and come up with the big play, because he sacrificed a heck of a lot, from what he did in the past. He probably will tell you that he's not too happy because I don't let him shoot the 3 as often as he'd like. He wants the green light all the time.
Sure.
But he's done a great job, and big reason why we're in the spot we're in.
All right, let's welcome in Andrew Krawczyk here on the John Mendola Show. Andrew, football, baseball, you do it all. Talk about all those sports you've done, and just an athletic family, and you guys seem like you know what you're doing when you want to compete.
My dad, he was a 3-sport athlete as well. My brother, 2-sport athlete. Just runs in the family. I'm a 3-sport athlete. Just in the blood.
How about the favorite out of the 3 of them?
Football, definitely. I'm going to East Stroudsburg to play football, so I wanted to continue playing football.
Well, you're going to be a heck of a fit there for Coach Terwilliger at East Stroudsburg, that's for sure. And you talk a little bit about being involved with this basketball program. Talk about this team this year and what you guys have been able to accomplish and get that first state win in program history.
It definitely means a lot to us. We've been talking about this game for since we were in third grade, like Logan said, but we just have a lot of pride, a lot of heart, real scrappy. Not the tallest guys, but we're going to get the job done.
You guys seem like, as Coach Semenza had said, putting every guy in a different role, but this role thing kind of has worked out for you guys this year. So talk a little bit about, what you're doing this year. And as Coach said, hey, you'd like to shoot the three a little bit more, but there's times you have to be a little more disciplined, right?
Oh, absolutely. I got the hot hand sometimes, but Coach doesn't want me shooting that ball, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? You got to just fill your role, rebounding, blocking shots, and just get the ball to the scorers.
There are different guys, though. I mean, as much as we may lean on Walsh a little bit to shoot some shots, there's other guys that could get hot scorer. Logan was the leading scorer last night for this team. Do you feel like this team does have that ability for different guys to get hot?
Absolutely. We have a bunch of scorers up and down this lineup. Brennan, Logan, even guys off the bench, Joe Cincetti, Panksa. We just got scorers up and down the lineup. You can put anybody in there, and they're going to execute.
How about the people cheering you on? Talk about your family support. Who's there for you?
My mom, my dad, my brother, and my sister. They're at every game. With my brother being at Lycoming, he tries to come to as many games as he can. But my whole family, we travel well, the Craft Chicks.
Let's talk a little bit about the influence from your brother. He goes to Lyco, you're going to go to ESU. What did he tell you about the college life and the adjustment?
He said it's definitely hard, but you just got to grind every day. It's just the lifts, the classes, practice, and then games eventually. But you just got to work through it, persevere.
All right. Well, you persevered all the way. You're going to go from Pittston area to East Stroudsburg University. Andrew, thank you for your time. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right. Andrew Kravchuk here on the John Mendola Show from PA, and we'll get to one more guy. And, of course, let's get back over to Coach Al Semenza. Matt Johnson's with us. He's a junior coach. Tell us about Matt.
John, this is one of these guys that as a coach you just admire and you're proud of. Here's a guy that is a junior. He's playing JV basketball for us most of the way. He's coming off the bench in the varsity. And we go down to the first round of the district playoffs, and he comes off the bench and just sparks a win for us over Crestwood. So as a coach, you really get satisfaction. What you try to teach these guys that you got to stay patient, you got to be a team guy, and you got to wait for your moment. And sometimes the moment doesn't come all the time as quickly as you would like, but his moment came and he capitalized on it, and he's played a very big role in what's been going on the last couple of weeks. So a guy I'm really proud of, and a guy it's just a pleasure to be around.
All right, let's welcome in Matt Johnson here on the John Mendola Show. And Matt, let's talk about your ability to step up when you needed to and what the last couple of weeks have been like for you.
I was just always told to be ready for my opportunity, and when that opportunity came, I took advantage of it.
And when you're not out there on the floor, talk about cheering on your teammates and making sure they're getting the job done, and you guys just having such a close unit there at Pittston.
I love getting fired up for my teammates. Like when Andrew made the and one last night, I was so happy for him.
How about the practices? We know Coach Semenza could be intense. How about the players? Talk about the intensity of trying to push those starters and making sure everybody's bringing out their best so they're ready for that next game.
Yeah, you have to bring out the best of them in practice because that gets them prepared for the game.
As far as other sports at Pittston area, you a basketball guy only, or are you doing other things?
No, I play baseball. I'm going to be competing for a position this year.
All right. And how about the studies for you? How you doing in school?
Studies are good. Straight A's this year.
All right. Well, congratulations. Doing a great job. And tell us a little bit about your family. Who's supporting you at home to make sure you're doing the right things?
My mom, dad, and sister, they don't miss a game. My aunt and uncle are always there for me.
All right. Nice big crew for the Johnsons. Matt, we wish you the best. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right. Matt Johnson from Pittston area. We got all the Patriots in, and then we're going to get a little bit more. So we talk with that first group. We'll talk more Pittston area basketball here on the John Mendola Show. Victorious last night. They're going to move on in the state playoffs. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Frank Sorokatch. Break like a good neighbor. Frank Sorokatch in Tunkhannock is there. We'll be back on WILK.